Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I've got a really sad story to share with you today, and it's about silver and it's about death. And if you are somebody that is really into buying silver, and let's say your spouse or partner is not into that, I would encourage you to grab them and have them watch this video with me or with you right now. And I just bought some silver at a discount from a man that is dying, and it is a friend of a friend, and I wasn't in the market, but they told me the price, and I go, you guys could get more for that. And I tried to share with them, how much, and they said, and they explained their story, and I ultimately ended up buying it and getting a good price. I paid spot for it, quite frankly. But I want to share with you what happened here and why it's, to be honestly, tragic. So the gentleman that is passing away, and he's still alive, but the outlook is not looking well. um, he's getting towards the end of his life, and he's been told he has so much time to live to start preparing his finances and his family and get his affairs in order. And so his wife, the first thing she did is goes, "Well, what are we gonna do with all that silver? I don't want that stuff." See, he'd been buying silver for a long time. He'd been a staunch supporter of sound money, and he had bought silver uh, going back literally over a decade. So he was definitely making money on all of his silver, most of it, right? The stuff he sold me, he'd actually paid more for, but by and large, he knew that the bulk of his savings, he was in the money, right? He had always went against what his wife's wishes were. She goes, I don't want that. I don't, so he went and on the side went and bought stuff, extra money. So it never hurt their family. It wasn't like it was driving a wedge between them. But the wife never cared to learn about the metal. He would always try and show her, look at how much we bought, and look at how much it cost back then, and now how much it's worth. And she didn't, did not care. And I can honestly relate to this. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this as well. When you learn something, you get super excited about it, and you do it, and then you're right, and it goes up in value over time, right? Um, Precious metals will always go up over time, the long, long haul, because of the destruction of the purchasing power of the currency. I don't need to tell you that. Already know it. So here he's getting to the end of his life, and his wife goes, "Get rid of it, and I want it gone now, because if you die, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it." And he was always afraid that she would just literally go to a store, a pawn shop, and be completely taken and ripped off, and be given pennies on the dollar for this stuff. And so he goes, "Well, I guess I got to sell it." And so he'd been storing this and buying it for so many years, and he's now going through the unwinding process. So when they asked me, they said, "We've got some rounds. Would you like to buy some?" Like, I'm just tapped out right now. I don't have the extra funds, which means I have the funds, but it's like I don't have money to spend on. I'm allotting it to other asset classes, right? And they told me the price, and all of a sudden my eyes got big, and I said, "Oh, you've got totally can here, go to this person, go to that person." Like, we went to everybody, and actually it's one of those situations where the wife is so like, "Get this done now." She doesn't have any concept of the value. Zero concept of value. Blows me away. And they said, "We need to get it out now." Like, he's in the hospital. She wants it gone. He is coherent and saying, "Yeah, just sell it." He goes, "I'm not going to argue with my wife." I mean, when you're dying, you're not here to argue with your wife. You're like, I want, yeah. Just think about how horrible that is. And so I said, "Okay, I'll buy it for that much." It was spot price. I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I'd buy it all day long." And they handed me the silver, and I bought it. And it's crazy that there are people in this world that are so ignorant. And yes, if you're sitting with your spouse, you're ignorant. If you don't even, if you say, "I don't want to know anything about it, I don't care about this," and your spouse is like, "Look, I bought this much, and now it's worth this much." Like, they don't. It blows me away how much you will lose in life. You will continue to be a loser in life if that's the attitude you have towards anything. Um, my wife had she wanted to buy a house, but she had no concept of how much wealth can be generated when you not only own a house, but you own a couple of rentals, and you let somebody else pay your payment for you. And over the time, on during a bull run in real estate, and that doesn't last forever, how much wealth you can make. She had no concept. She didn't grow up in a family that owned rentals and had wealth. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know it. And like this couple, I it just blows me away. The wife was literally giving away thousands and thousands of dollars that she had no concept that they had in value, because she didn't want to take just a few minutes to go, okay, tell me about this. Like, how does it work? How do you buy it? How do you sell it? Why would it go up? Why would it go down? Something like that, which really only takes about a couple hours in life to learn about. And then you've got it. You've got that knowledge now. But just taking the time to open up your mind and close out what you think is important for a second just to learn about something. And I'm watching this man literally give away, like lose tens of thousands of dollars in value immediately. The difference between selling it for spot and selling it for, let's say, less than anybody online in on the internet selling it for, and anyone in town is selling it for in their shops. Literally losing tens of thousands of dollars. All because he doesn't want to argue with his wife. And his wife's like, get rid of that now. I don't want to be, and this is what she said, literally, I do not want to be burdened with having to figure out how to sell that silver when you die. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Man, my heart just broke for him. I felt so bad. Um, and now, honestly, you know, everything is business, is a business transaction. And I sat down with my friend, which I never talked to the actual man that's passing away. I don't know him. But I like, hey, you could sell it here. You could sell it there. He goes, dude, I've tried. And they don't have the time. The wife wants it gone now. And she just lost tens of thousands of dollars. That's it. Now, has it changed her life? Nope, because she has no concept that she lost that much. All she cares about is get rid of it, get rid of it. I never wanted it in the first place. Now, would it change her life if all of a sudden someone walked up to her and said, here's $30,000. How would you like that? And she goes, oh my gosh, this is life changing. That would change her life. What she doesn't realize is she had that $30,000 the entire time. But because she didn't take the time while her husband was able to teach her, they lost out. And I think that that's very sad. And I hope this message is waking a lot of people up right now, because my own wife did not like the idea that I was buying it. And now she's a firm believer in it. And one bit of news I'm going to take to give you right now, go watch Mike Maloney's series on the hidden secrets of money together as a couple. It'll change your life. It's like a 10-part series. It's got amazing animations. Imagine like you're going to watch 10 episodes of Friends, but instead you're going to learn about money, and it's going to absolutely change your life and make you rich if you learn from it. I'm not joking. It's the greatest 10 episodes, 10 hours of your life you'll spend. It'll absolutely change your life. Go check it out. Hidden Secrets of Money. Go let Mike Maloney on his website know that the ninja sent you, or in the comments section. Guys, I hope you have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.